Aloha. Welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the San Diego State Aztecs taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and the Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So San Diego State's offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys...
He smashes his way through again. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Second down.
On second down, wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Snagged in the middle, it's Montgomery.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks, it's Vargas. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
And the Aztecs want to pick up the tempo. They'll run play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. The Aztecs decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The Rainbow Warriors offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. A running back and a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
First down for the offense.
Give to the running back. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Fights off a defender. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Wide out in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Mayo. Fires to the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. The Rainbow Warriors will move the sticks. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Catch in the middle. It's Massey. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. He's looking to throw it into the end zone. And the ball is picked off.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
This time he's got his man. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He makes a catch. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Escapes the sack. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Steps away. He's going to run it. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Works the middle of the field. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
The Aztecs will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Almost got to the sticks on third down, able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. And the Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Running back searching for a hole. Bulls his way forward.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field of game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defender. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble?
Listen, there's so many athletic quarterbacks now that do the design runs. I got to make them pay. I got to physically hit him as hard as I can, as many opportunities as I get. They run the design quarterback run. Nice job being physical, forcing the fumble.
The Rainbow Warriors trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Going for 6. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So not even the pass interference could stop that play. They'll decline the penalty, and they have the touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. They still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Army. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Aztecs moving quickly to the line. Right back to the well. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. From the gun, the running back has it. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Up-tempo for the offense. Takes it from the gun on third down. Gets away from one. Trying to make magic, and that's a live ball. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. At the 40, there he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Willis. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22. Offense lining up quickly.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Now adjusting. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, just keeps firing. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Aztecs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Number 8.
What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
Getting set for the point after.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're lining up to boot it away.
San Diego State, 14. Hawai'i, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Hawai'i has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Mayo. Just a short pass to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Peppers. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He wants to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Catch in the middle. It's Massey. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Movement here from the tight end. They'll go back to the ground. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
To attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're running toward the tape. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Here's the handoff. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Aztecs will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, you're trying to break the tie. You've got this golden opportunity in the red zone here in the 2nd half, but you've got to hold on to the football, and that's a play that is going to haunt him for a long time to come.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop. You can save every second you have.
That's the end of regular.
Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Vargas. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. They jump on top here in OT.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
That makes the score San Diego State 21, Hawaii.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mayo. Forced out of the pocket. Ball's out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this that come down to the wire, you got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to be in the game, to come up short in overtime. I'd almost rather get blown out or this game decided in regulation. Just very frustrating to lose a game, especially like this in OT.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.